Hey, Clomats here. So, most of my projects are done here in my apartment. I don't have a shop. I'm kind of have a very low amount of tools. I'm building up my tool supply, but I have a lot of projects that I really like to do. I just like to make stuff. But I only have a certain amount of surfaces and, kitchen table, my desk. So I wanted to make something that would help me do my projects, but have a surface that I can beat up and do projecty stuff on. So I got this cutting board, and I want to make a few modifications to it, very specifically to do electronics work. So I'm going to get this worked out here, and we'll get going. So my thought is, and I've already used this for a little while, you can see I have a couple stains here, a few cut marks, is that this cutting board will actually be a surface that I can move around my apartment, on the table, in bed, work on different projects. But one of the things I need is helping hands for doing soldering work and stuff like that. And I've found that the cheap helping hands that you get on Amazon or just in Home Depot or wherever are usually not very good. Until I saw recently a helping hands that used just alligator clips on the end of like gooseneck flexible things. But that was like a $40 tool, and it wasn't very much in line with how I wanted to work. So I actually found a box of these USB extenders. I got a whole bunch of them online for about $1 a piece. I've actually already made one and cut it down to size, removing the USB ports on either end. So all I'm really going to do is drill a hole and put it in there, and then I'll have the entire space to work with this. And then I bought alligator clips to just put on the end. So I'm gonna just figure out how to do this right now. I'm not exactly sure how everything's going to attach together, but I know I have to drill a hole. I'm gonna make 2 of these, so I'm gonna remove the USB port on this other one, and let's get going. Before I get too far, I wanna figure out how these are going to attach to the gooseneck. So I've noticed on some of the helping hands is that they wrap some of these parts in shrink wrap. So I got a bunch of different sizes of shrink wrap here. Let's see if this is going to work. Check that out. So what we've done here, we have an alligator clip and the gooseneck, and then to combine them I used some heat shrink tubing which I quickly just shrunk around this part first, then put some super glue inside, and then stuck this in and then shrunk that down. So let's build another one. Now that we have our 2 goosenecks done, for the most part, I want to put one here and I want to put one here. And all we really need to do for that is to drill a couple holes. Ultimately, I want stretch from both sides. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. That's perfect. Now, after testing those, these have cured for a bit. This one is really solid. This one's still a little bit flexible. So the doubling up on the heat shrink tubing is definitely a good idea. Which size? Aside from my super glue curing itself inside the bottle, I think this project went really well. I'm going to clean this up, probably sand some of this stuff off, get rid of some of the extra glue that's getting around here. And in fact, let's grab out a thing and give it a little test. So with my soldering iron, I got a little kit. Yeah. I always enjoy these little soldering kits, and I'm gonna give this a shot after this cures. But I wanted to give the clamps a little test run. Clamp it on there, clamp it on there. So this works great, actually. Just even with like the crappy bond that we have right now, I'm really happy with this. I think this is going to work out really great in the future. I can move this around and do different projects at different locations, and it's just gonna be a great piece for me while I'm in my apartment and all I have is my desk and the kitchen table, and maybe even I could put this on my lap in bed and solder if I really wanted to. I mean, don't do that, because that's terribly dangerous, but I could, if I wanted to, do that. I just don't. So I'm really happy with this project. If you want to see more projects like this while I'm in my apartment, building projects, showing you how to do stuff, I just want to show people what they're capable of doing and give people ideas. Subscribe if you want to see more episodes. Hit the little bell button next to the subscribe button to get a notification anytime I post new videos. What would really help out as well is to buy a shirt from Queered. The shirt that I'm wearing today, you may have seen it. The snuggle is real. Is available on queered.com, and that really helps us move forward to get a shop to do stuff like this. But right now we're in my apartment, and the Queered Artist Foundry is just a glint dream in my eye, and it would be so gracious of you if you could help by buying a shirt and telling all your friends about the gay shit that we have for sale on queered.com. Like it if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.
Let it go.